evening, everyone, and welcome to Check It Out, the library talk show that lets you know what's happening in and around the Bethel Park Public Library. We're your hosts, Elaine Volpe
and Christine McIntosh, and happy spring.
Happy spring. Yay, it's finally here.
Finally. I'm looking forward to my sandals and my capris.
As am I. I know, I already put my sweaters. In fact, just last night I started putting my sweaters away.
Oh, I did.
And getting out my jean capris and my lighter sweaters and all that stuff. I started reorganizing my...
I brought out some lighter blouses, but I obviously didn't put my sweaters away. And I was glad.
Which is good, because it's chilly today.
It's chilly this
right.
morning. So it's April, and one of the great things that happened in April is National Library Week. National Library Week this year will be April 7th through the 13th. So National Library Week is an annual celebration of all the great things that libraries and librarians and other library staff members play, the role that they play in transforming our lives and enriching our community. So this year's theme is Libraries Equal Strong Communities. And just to show how libraries are the heart of the community and all the good work that we do. And libraries are one of the final public spaces where a person can come in without the expectation of spending money.
Having to pay.
Yeah.
Right, that's so true.
As part of National Library Week, we're asking that you share your library story. So how do you library? So you can post photos, videos, or text on social media highlighting what you love about your library, whether it's the way your library brings people together or a story time or a particular class that you enjoy.
I love it.
So if you share during National Library Week, again, that's April 8th through the 13th, use the hashtag MyLibraryMyStory on Twitter or Instagram, and you'll get a chance. One lucky poster will be selected at random to receive a $100 Visa gift card. So you have to post Sunday, April 7th through Saturday, April 13th at noon.
And so does the library, like for the children's department, we have an Instagram account. What is the library?
We do not have an Instagram account for the library. Okay. We do have a Facebook page and Twitter.
Can they post on Facebook?
They certainly can post on Facebook. Awesome. So hashtag MyLibraryMyStory. And in celebration of National Library Week, we have a couple classes. 3D printing for adults will be hosted Tuesday, April 9th at 10 a.m. So you'll learn to use the library's 3D printer to make personalized gifts. We've had somebody come in to make replacement parts for I think it was a shower, something in the shower head.
Oh, okay.
Or just any artistic item. So it's a free class. You'll learn how to use the equipment. You should also learn how to use Tinkercad. Rob will demonstrate this at the class, but you just need to call to register. And if that date and time does not work, you can make a one-on-one appointment too. Also, Get More Out of Your Books class. This will be hosted on Wednesday, April 10th at 2 p.m. So you'll learn how to use Novelist Plus and Books and Authors. They're both free library digital resources that help you find reviews, summaries, recommendations. I love a novelist, like if you like...
the read-alikes.
Yeah, Patricia Cornwell you might also like, and they'll give you other authors. I like it. And then, of course, spring, we have Wise Walk, Spring Edition, starting. Our kickoff meeting will be on Thursday, April the 11th at 11 a.m. at the library. The first meeting is at the library. And then Thursday's April 18th through June 20th, you'll meet at the Children's Playground at South Park at 9:30, and then enjoy the spring weather with your fellow walkers. The Wise Walk is a 10-week walking program geared to those 50 and older. We do ask that you register. If you want more information, you can call the library and speak with Carla. Then we have a great program called This is Pittsburgh, presented by Bob, I always mess up his name, Cahalan, C-A-H-A-L-A-N. Thursday, April 25th at 7 p.m. I've heard really great things about this man. I know he was at the Bethel Women's Club not too long ago. So he comes and talks about Pittsburgh's rich history, the beauty, the sports, our beautiful houses of worship, our bridges, our civic pride.
Wow, he kind of covers it all, doesn't he?
He does. And very engaging. So he's a lifetime resident of the area. He's a retired social studies teacher.
Okay.
And also an active liaison officer for the Air Force Academy. So he uses photography and music, and of course, he has a very engaging way to talk about our very progressive and interesting city. So that's what we have going on for adults in April. You can also come in and check out one of these DVDs.
Family's the most important thing. Don't do what I did. I put work in front of family. I thought it was more important to be somebody out there than the damn failure I was in my own home. I was a terrible father. Terrible husband. Blew my chance. I didn't deserve forgiveness. This is the last one. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for everything.
What are you?
They're calling an army.
I've seen firsthand what these things really are.
Bumblebee, there is only one way to end this war. You must protect Earth and its people.
This is how we stop them. You've got me. And I'm not going anywhere.
I want you to be my VP. I want you. You're my vice.
The vice presidency is a mostly symbolic job. However, if we came to a different understanding, I can handle the more mundane jobs, overseeing bureaucracy, military, energy, and foreign policy.
Yeah, right. I like that.
Nothing can break me down. I'm the man.
Are you even more ruthless than you used to be?
Right hand to God, first in command. My testimony, but I take the stand.
Over the years, we did everything together.
Good girl.
We chased squirrels. We went to work. We even played a game called Doctor.
Doctor! Dr. Gann. Hey, Dr. Gann.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life with Lucas was the best, but when he wasn't around, I missed him so much. It's that squirrel again. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel!
There's the doc.
It looks like she needs help.
I can't tell where the journey will end.
I was very far from home, but I knew Lucas was waiting for me, and I had to go and find him.
So wake me up when it's all over.
Face things that are hard. The only thing that gets us through it are the special people in our lives, and I was never going to stop searching until I found mine.
dog saved his life. I didn't know I was lost.
Can't be.
Didn't know I was lost. Didn't know I was lost.
Well, I love any Clint Eastwood movie, so I'll probably see The Mule, but I really want to see Vice. It looks so interesting. I can't remember who the actors are, but they transformed them into President Bush and Dick Cheney.
It's amazing.
It looks so good. So I just read on Facebook that you finally saw Green Book.
Did, and I loved it. You saw it, right?
I have not yet.
Oh my gosh, you have to see it. You're always on my case about not
I
seeing
know, because
movies.
Elaine never sees
This
a movie.
time-
That's why it was noteworthy when you posted on Facebook that you watched it.
Well, I highly recommend. Do you have Netflix? You can get it through Netflix.
I
But it is still at the theaters.
I
'Cause I
know
checked.
they did re-release it because it won an Oscar, I guess. So,
Gotta
but
make
come
sure you
on
check it out.
in and check one out. What do you got going on?
A lot.
Of course.
So we still have 2 second Saturdays left, and the second Saturdays are just that, second Saturday of each month. We have fun and games at the library. So it starts at 9:30 with a Mother Goose on the Loose story time, and that's for the wee little ones. But then at 11 o'clock, there's a family story time that's really all ages. And then directly after story time, and staying open mostly all afternoon, are just games and crafts you can do together, again, all ages. So it's just a fun day to come hang out. Families do tend to do that. They come and they kind of stay for a while and mingle, and the kids play. So it's a great time to, get out and maybe meet some new families. So the one in April is April 13th, and then the second Saturday in May is May 11th, if you wish to mark your calendars. So that's our family programs that are coming up. All of our story times for babies through preschoolers are in full swing. That will go until the end of this month, the last full week in April, and then we take a break before we resume in the summer. We also have our adapted story time coming up Mondays this month, so April 8th through the 29th at 10 a.m. And we do ask that you register for this class, which is not typical for our story times. But for this one, because we keep the numbers purposefully smaller, we do ask that you register. But I know that there are still spaces open. So this is a very engaging story time that uses music and movement and a lot of sensory materials. And it's really, for anyone, I mean, everybody is welcome, but particularly if your child is maybe overwhelmed by the larger crowds, because our first story times are very highly attended.
Yeah.
So if those crowds are a little too overwhelming, or if they need something maybe a little slower or quieter, or if they do have sensory issues, then this is the story time that you definitely want to try out. So again, Mondays, April 8th through 29th at 10 a.m.
That was me as a child. I still have sensory issues, like loud noises or big crowds. I tend to withdraw a little.
I didn't know that about you.
You wouldn't know it because, I'm loud
I was
myself.
to say, you're
but, yeah.
very outgoing, I
Yes.
think, and not shy at all.
No.
So then for our elementary friends, a few things coming up. A lot of stuff already happened too in March, but we have our Lego Club. There's another one coming up on April 27th at 11 o'clock, so there are still spaces if you wish to register for that. Lego Club's always a lot of fun. Miss Nancy took this over, and a lot of times it's just free build, and so the kids go wild and they use their imagination. But then lately she's been doing specific Lego activities with them and have been really cool and awesome. So check that out if you are a Lego or a Builder fan. And then we have another escape room coming up on Monday, April 15th at 7 p.m. And this is for grades 3 and 4. But we've been talking, it's like the new thing. They're not always called escape rooms. What are they sometimes called? But you pay to go, but you can come to the library and check one out for free. So the idea is that you're solving clues within an hour to try to escape the library. So it's a good time. And they're still popular. That's why we keep offering them.
Yeah, a group of my friends just did one down in Homestead.
Okay.
Like a month ago. It was hard.
I've done 3 now, and I haven't been successful in any of them. But they are fun.
We did manage, but we were allowed to.
And you're allowed to ask for hints.
Yes.
But I try not to do that. Like my family always went 10 minutes in. Okay, let's get a hint.
Well,
I'm like, no.
You could see that we would not make it on an island. Like, me and my one friend would have killed each other. But it was a lot of fun. We really enjoyed it, but it was not as easy as I thought it would be.
Yeah. And then for our tween friends, our 5th and 6th graders, you also have an escape room coming up on Monday, April 29th at 7 p.m. There's also the Children's Choice Awards. That's always one of my favorite things that we do each year. It's exciting in and of itself, right, where you read 8 different titles, you vote for your favorite one, and then you come to a very private and personal, exclusive celebration where you find out the winner. Always a lot of fun. This year it's even more exciting because, and I don't think you know this yet, one of the authors, who's actually a local guy, Jonathan Auxier, and who has written one of the contenders that is on this year's list, will be here.
Here, in our library.
Here, right here.
Wow.
I know.
That's
now,
big.
his title, The Night Gardener, was on the list a few years back. And I can't remember off the top of my head what year that would have been. But this is his newest one, Sweep. This is one that I'm hoping wins because it deserves it. I mean, there was a lot of good titles on the list. This one is just masterfully written, draws that emotion out of you. It is excellent. So my point is there's still time to sign up. If you already did register for the CCAs, you're going to be automatically invited, and that evite should go out very soon. But if you have not yet registered, there's still time. And if you're just a Jonathan Auxier fan, if you've read The Night Gardener or his newest Sweep or Peter Nimble or any of his other books, you can come too. We just opened it up to the public. So that too is through EventKeeper registration online. It's May 2nd at, get the time correct, I don't know if we have it starting at 6 or 7. It doesn't say on here.
Yeah, it doesn't
Isn't that funny? That's a typo.
My guess would be 6. But
No, it actually starts at 7. I remember. He will present from 7 to 7:45 first, and then we have some games and stations for you to do, and then we won't reveal the winner until the very end. So please register for that if you're interested on May 2nd. And then for our teens, we just had the first Dumbledore's Army. I forget if you've read all the Harry Potters.
No.
Have you read any of the Harry Potters?
No.
I know.
I've seen the movies.
And I was ashamed to, people just couldn't believe it when I said, I read the first one with Robert like when he was in 3rd or 4th grade. And then I stopped, I never finished. But Miss Sarah, who's a huge fan, convinced me to read the entire series. So I'm now on the Goblet of Fire, and I have to say I'm very much enjoying it. So these are for the Harry Potter super fans.
I was going to say fantasy is just not my favorite genre. It's
It
hard
usually
for
isn't
me to
for me either.
Pick
But
it up.
yeah.
When I have picked up fantasy, I've enjoyed it. The Emerald Atlas. I still talk about that.
You love that
I
book.
love that book, and it's not one I would have picked up on my
Right,
own.
otherwise.
So I'll have to give them a try.
I feel like you should. I mean, it takes a while to get through, but I'm reading them, and like I said, I'm enjoying it. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, Dumbledore's Army is meeting again on April 28th and May 19th, which are both Sundays, and they meet at 2 o'clock. But the thing that I want to really talk about today and highlight is our upcoming art gala. So this is our, I believe, 4th.
I believe.
3rd or 4th. I think it's our 4th year that we're doing it. And what it is it's an opportunity to showcase art from the community, from kids of all ages, from the wee little ones who are just learning how to form shapes and play with color on pages, all the way up to our teens who sometimes blow me away with what they can do.
Agreed. Yeah.
It's just a time to come out and celebrate that art together. And then additionally, if you wish to purchase any of that art, the items that are on sale, all the proceeds come directly back to the library. So it's a little fundraiser for us as well. But mostly it's just a way to celebrate art and to bring the community together and to showcase the amazing talent that these kids have.
Right.
So it is on Friday, May 17th. Doors will open at 6 o'clock. You can purchase your tickets in advance for $5, or you can buy them that night at the door, but they will be $10. Now, if you wish to submit art, you're automatically going to be invited. You'll get your free ticket when you drop off your artwork, and we accept anything. You know, if you like to draw, if you like to paint, if you like to sculpt, if you like to photograph, if you like to sew,
Yes.
that's all considered art, and we would
Fabric
love
arts.
to have your piece.
Yes, we had some really great fabric art stuff last year.
We really did. I brought just a few pieces down. This was, I think Jackie led this class. So this is from Elena Casanova. She entitled it Tree-like. And this will be on display. One of our sketches, and they called it Morning Dew. I thought that was a really neat piece. And then this so far is my favorite, just because it's different and it's unique, right? And this is from Sophia Gaskeb, who's 10 years old, and she called it the Earth Bowl. But I like the little detail, the little dots there that she put on. So A lot of art will be on display, and we hope you will come out and join us. We do light refreshments too, and it's just another great evening and just great, night to get the family out and about.
And the transformation in the children's department is amazing that
It
night.
is, and that's all credit to my staff. They do an
Yeah,
amazing
they
job.
really do a
But
great
yeah, we
job.
transformed the department into an art gala. Yeah. So, and then 2 programs that we just recently wrapped up was the American Girl Tea Party, which is another mini fundraiser for us. Always a lot of fun. And the Stuffed Animal Sleepover that just happened last Friday. Have you seen pictures from that
I have,
yet?
and I love stuffed animals.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And the animals really got into some things. They didn't go into your office, but they almost did.
They could have.
They were exploring.
Stuffed animals are welcome in my office anytime.
Yeah, they were exploring for sure. We actually put together a little video, so why don't you check those out now. Again, it's the American Girl Tea Party and the Stuffed Animal Sleepover. Enjoy. So because these programs are always popular, we do the tea party every year. We are thinking about doing a Christmas tea this next year.
Yes.
But actually it would be this year, because if we do it, it would still be in
the
this
end of
calendar year,
19, right?
But our next tea party, we think, is going to be a Christmas tea, so stay tuned for details on that. And the stuffed animal sleepover is it's so popular with the kids, and we have so much fun doing it that we will likely offer that again very soon too. So, if you enjoyed that video, stay tuned for details, and it will be offered again. So we're going to leave you this evening with a book trailer from Jonathan Auxier, his latest novel that we mentioned earlier on the show, Sweep, the Story of a Girl and Her Monster. Check it out. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. And as always, if you'd like any information on any of the things that we talked about on today's show, you know what to do. Go ahead and give us a call.
Visit our website.
Or better yet, stop in and see us in person. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next month.